Eu sou Astracar para mais um vídeo de qual é o nome? Dogma 2. Agora nós vamos voltar lá para a cidade principal. Já cheio de missão aqui. Suspeita de crasse, se possível.
Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen? While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Vamos só comprar uma poçãozinha já.
Might as well take a look. While you're here, many thanks. Need anything?
Só de descanso. O segundo, opção cega. Missões. Ah, mesmo, posso falar com a Katia lá, né?
Curious to see what this will do. Shall we attend, Master? We've got goblins! I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Well done, Master! Over here, if you please.
Bora.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
We have reached our destination.
Cadê? Aqui não. Aqui.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends. There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to... My word! It would appear I overestimated your ability. How dare you! You have shamed me, and shall ne'er again know my...
A dispiriting conclusion. 'Tis a shame how the sculpture turned out.
'Tis loathsome, being the bearer of such ill tidings.
I know Clark wasn't pleased, but that was the best I could manage. I shall
I swear I'll wring that incompetent sculptor's neck.
Mó da hora, mano. Eu não entendi porque botou um calvo enfrentando o grupo mais fácil.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Ok.
I've never seen aught like.
Vem aqui, ó.
This.
Vai aqui.
I'd wager my own master would be astounded to learn of its existence.
Aproveitei que nós estamos aqui.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Essa.
I've no time for you now.
Oh, well met, sir.
Ficava cá, chefona de vocês criaram.
Not without its charms.
These bones can't
Ah, aqui tem baú.
Should you wish to ply me for information, you... There's aught about...
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
I quite like it.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
This sort of quiet means all.
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
Place to sit and gather one's
Sounds you wait for the new equipment.
Might as well best earn my keep.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you. Which, however, is a matter best kept from prying ears.
Vou seguir. E finalmente a gente vai ter alguma resposta.
Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, a duplicate now rests in its place. And I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve indeed. When the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip, and I must confess, having watched over the blade for many, I should be well glad to see it restored to its... My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with...
Encontre quem conserta a espada régia cega. Será que algum peão meu sabe, mano? Tenho que chegar aqui, ó. O que vocês estão me encarando, mano? Será que o negócio era aqui, mano? Aqui. Filha das trevas. Capa do caçador de serpes. Cabeça cerrada de medusa. Ano da reafirmação. Esticar. Alguma coisa aqui? Item. Estragou. Tentando descobrir onde eu conserto a espada.
All my days. Wonder if it's too early for dinner. Don't look to me to solve this. Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
I dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
We must needs find a smith with the skill to restore this blade. To whom can we turn for aid in this matter?
I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Blackwater. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
É pra que tá.
Might we consider boarding an ox
Peraí,
cart?
que é fato
I
doido
don't
lá.
know about you, but my
Deixa eu falar
legs
com
are
ele.
stiff as boards.
Vai que ele tem.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Sir Ludolph's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her. But his lordship, he employed his usual method, which is to say, poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the sort of man that noble is, you see. That tyrannic.
Peraí, vamos só na periferia.
Day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Você tá vendo, menina?
All this world can result in moments in caution.
Too much excitement to really.
I suppose I ought to move on. Got to try and stay awake.
I've trained. I've been
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
De novo, mano.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
Melhor falar com aquele doido.
Oh, there's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?
Valeu, ela é sua maior esperança. É acostumar a pesquisar sobre sedativos e soníferos para usar de batalha. Ok.
It was a paltry repast. I shall gladly aid you with.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, 'tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is... I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my... Not to mention, I have to find the means to... Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? You would procure it yourself. In that case, the slums are a bane to the body's humours, and its residents are oft prone to... We do what we can with what little... Your aid is most appreciated, sir. Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Ah, but in place only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever yet, at times. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and by chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. So, he was put into our care.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
My pack feels light as air.
Here he is. This young man is Lube. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim that. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. Etin, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a...
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can see that empty bed? An old man. He told me he was feeling better. That he'd be well enough to leave anon. Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. Pray. Should you hear any queer rumors about the gracious hand, come.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
Mano.
Might I beg but a moment of your time? I fear I've much to attend to. I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Tem porão, mano. Isso aqui é B.O.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce, and none of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Tell Liz, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. Which is to be expected. Those who can't, and yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
Suspeito. Esse vai ser o título.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Pra ver se o mago me ajuda, mano. E finalmente nós temos uma missão principal, né? Você não vai tirar foto, precisa de alguém capaz de... Eu poderia reparar, dominar, tirar forja se o jogo me desse a permissão. Oh, doido, cadê o doido? Doido.
Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. My time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Alas, they were confiscated. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. Though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate. What say you? I am in your debt with those spectacles. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the store. I know of it. 'Tis a fell tome. It allows one to make a trade of sorts. Something of this world for something. For you see, 'tis impossible for thus only a truly desperate soul, or a compulsive gambler. My spectacles are in.
Também não tem a solução pro meu B.O. Fica de FPS, né? mexer no chão. O que é que tem um meio rápido para as vocação?
Might I beg but a moment of your time?
Mano. De cobre, presa pequena. Isso é realmente uma Maria.
Someone help me.
Parece.
Medicine? Now.
Ou ela tá testando uns bagulho muito louco neles pra eles ficarem viciados.
So, and none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, Ira. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? You've my thanks. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find Ordsum, should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
Right you are.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Splendid.
Aqui não tem nada de secreto, né, gente? É só, pá, cheguei.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
I quite agree.
Bora. Ah, tá fazendo umas drogas muito loucas. Ah, ela só tá realmente tentando curar o povo. Podemos descartar nenhuma das opções.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room. I can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I...
Elena? Ah, yes. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, you see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker, and in the end I survived. But methinks I was one of the lucky. And once I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small. You'd think 'twere medicine. But I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. They were whispering. But I did hear one of them say aught about keeping... Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square, in the eastern part of the common quarter.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Bora. Trabalho investigativo. Boladíssimo. De um peão. Aproximadamente vai na lista de um peão a ser ajudado pelo portador. Ah, espera cerimonial.
I don't feel safe here.
There's no easy thing, making a living. Share with me your troubles.
Ho there. Would you lend your ear to my
Minha vida, sabia? Babá.
request? Oh, I see.
Foi mal.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special...
Glad we understand each other.
Aye, be seeing you.
Lord Phasus, 'tis a name of great import. Of that, I am certain.
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
Ué, é a missão de Jojo.
Is there aught you require?
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Cadê? Itens. Não posso ler.
What teachings myself?
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like Johann and Bruno. I know these two. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to... You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found what? You found... Do you think... Could I... Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must...
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Ratcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
Right you are.
Eita, esse mágico. Tá aqui, na cidade. Lá no final do mapa, mano.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
May the heavens
Dead on my feet.
Vamos aproveitar que nós está aqui. Dar uma mimida. Que nós pode depositar. Isso. Itens equipados. Vamos.
A good sleep will ensure.
CF. Tinha uma alma nova de a profetisa para guiar nessa jornada.
I return safe and sound.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Cadê combinar itens?
Feeling rested, I trust?
Vai pegar a carroça.
You're the Arisen, aye? The personage of great esteem is to return from Batal. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Fala, né? Pegar a carroça.
An ox cart ought to.
This ox cart. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Vamos ver qual bicho vai para nós. Sempre tem.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Falar aqui primeiramente.
Peruse at your leisure. Apart from my joints, I've naught to complain of.
Colhem.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some... Interesting. Well, you've certainly peaked. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back.
Oh.
At least I have my life. That's something.
Nossa.
Wonder if there's any easy work. These old bones grow weary. Well, comes if you think me a liar, then buy something. On the transference is not like to do much harm on its own, but when combined with its twin, take care how you use it, sir. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well, I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
We have acquired the grimoire entitled On the Transference of Souls, just as Sir Isaac requested. Will we be delivering it to him? The choice is yours to make, Master, but let us speak with him either way.
Eu vou entregar a falsificação para ele.
Let's take it easy today. We'll see you're acting up. Well, if you think me a liar, then buy something. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Many thanks to you.
O que já tinha passado, mano.
What I wouldn't give for a mug of ale. Is aught amiss hereabouts?
Let me think on this. I had planned for the morrow. Oh, I'm in fine fashion today.
Oh, they see the old bloody faces, watch them. How much are as discerning with time?
Well, if you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is... Hope to see you again.
My own master oft crafts such forgeries.
Truly?
Sério? Como?
At least I have my life. That's something. Bloody hell.
Ah, there you are. You've come at a good... I must ask, where did you acquire that concoction? To be plain, 'tis more poison than physic. It has the potential to heal one's ailment, certainly. But only if they could survive long enough. Worse still, it has addictive properties that are likely to cause... I say patient, but I should hope whoever made this did not intend it as a method of treatment. You'd have to be well and truly mad to...
É, mano. Aí, bem que eu falei. Um remédio que não é um remédio, tá mais pra veneno. Deixa o povo doidão. Droga. Resumo.
I appreciate you carrying our heavy items, but do let me know if you need a hand.
Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my fighter's pride, no foe shall harm you while I yet stand.
I'll gather this.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We'll see to it that the Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head.
A quiet day.
Come along now.
Por que deve me seguir, filho? Eu sou um mago, né? Podia ficar simplesmente em cima da carroça spamando magia em todo mundo.
What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand!
There's no need for theatrics. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnall from the tavern. Now, two parties ask our aid, but which is the more deserving?
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
Shame. But I suppose that's how it goes.
Não, mano.
Today's just not my day. Follow after me if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
Eu não fiquei ao lado dele. Não, reseta, reseta, reseta. Vamos voltar, mano. Eu não ficar ao lado dele. Ficar ao lado do... Ah não, o jogo salvou daí, jogo. Sigo e garanto o bem-estar do seu protegido. O jogo tá de graça, viu? Mas de raro, obviamente pegou os soldados.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Choppers, master!
All right, attack, I'll take a little bit bow. I will protect you. My magic, imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
My magic's a Might I be of assistance?
Não tem como se defender do fogo, né, fiote?
This is just the sort of place that begs exploring.
Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious.
'Tis easily done.
We meet again. You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustin. Oh, still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth, but I'll be glad to oblige you, of course. But we ought to get moving first.
Bora. Pode prestar alguma coisa? Não.
Time to get to work.
Caralho, que eu sou a porra de um mago, mano. É uma porra.
Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills, during that mess in the tavern and today's business, and my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter, makes for a duller life. Though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. You gave me a taste of it earlier, though. Been a while since I felt my arm ache like that. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible, but Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin, and hired me to, so I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act. Mark my words. If you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time. And then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your... Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from. One thing's for certain. You must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen True. What? You are the Arisen. Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. I've no business here. Best I hit
O arqueiro ainda é melhor.
Let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the...
Vou voltar, né? Foi de onde a gente veio. Que realmente não vai ter, então. Tá, tem aqui, ó.
Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. After all, I can't afford to die here. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do... Challenge.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
Our task is complete.
Cadê missões?
Methinks I have an idea of where Sir Ulrika might have gone, Master.
É transferência. Posso.
Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Tem
The
dragão
guide is
ali,
most
mano.
welcome. Now we shan't...
Ver caverna pútrida. Só que aqui, ó. Seguindo aqui, tem caminho, ó. Aqui, ó, tem mesmo, ó.
lose our way.
Depois nós vai lá.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Mas nós temos que prender a mediante que tá dando, drogando os pacientes.
Need anything? Many thanks.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Simbora.
Some of us get complacent. Anyone can stand all this clamor.
Eu preciso pegar minha roupa formal.
So fast, I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Pera. Vamos ver se vai dar tempo.
Is there aught I can help you with, sir? Oh, if you're looking for Lubomir, he's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid. Not even family. No need to worry, though. The Abyss is tending to him personally.
Enfim, esse vídeo vai ficar por aqui.
The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Se gostou, deixa aquele like, se inscreve no canal. Até a próxima. Fui!